Pittsburgh, PA. Ralph, you're on the Savage Nation. Topic, please.
Hello, Michael. Dead Man's Pants. How about Goodwill Man's Pants? I loved your book. I have psychological nudity here, and
What do you mean Goodwill Man's Pants? You mean you grew up wearing Goodwill pants?
I had no shame. My father was the one who pushed it, and even to this day, I still shop Goodwill, and I am what I would call a semi-professional. I have a finance degree.
It's funny. No, you know, there are a lot of people with some wealth who are extremely frugal, bordering on the level of a piker. There are many cases of people with a lot of money who continue to act as though they have no money. And it's not a matter of being cheap. It's a matter of how they think and how they see the world. For example, I turn lights off in my house. My family goes crazy. If I visit relatives and they live in a nice house, they say, it's not your house. Stop turning lights off. Why do you do it? I don't even think about it. I turn them off. I can't help myself. Now, they say, well, what are you doing it for? You're trying to save money? I say, it's not the money. I don't like changing light bulbs. There's something about it. I just don't like leaving lights on when I'm not home. Do you know what I'm saying?
Most certainly. That's hilarious. I do the same thing, no matter whether I'm at work or anywhere. Also, separate bedrooms. I have a comment.
My story on separate bedrooms. It's the best thing in the world. In fact, the rich have known this for centuries.
I love it. But have you noticed, and maybe I'm just pulling things out of the air, but people who have been married 30, 40, 50 years have lived in separate bedrooms, peaceful coexistence, but they've made it work.
You mean lived in separate bedrooms?
And, of course, still we're husband and wife.
Yeah, of course you can still get together, but this concept of getting in a little bed together for the rest of your life is a prison sentence. It's guaranteed to destroy a marriage because after 90 days, it's been studied by Swiss psychiatrists for centuries ago, and they discovered that after 90 days, the ardor wears off, and then you want nothing other than your own bedroom.
Exactly, and I truly believe that, and I think that's a great story.
How can you sleep with a stranger in the same bed? I mean, think about it. From the time you're an infant, after you leave your mother's arms, after you're through nursing, you sleep in a bed by yourself. So for 20-some-odd years, you sleep alone in a bed with the occasional, let us say, pleasure of the company of a person of the opposite sex along the way. Then you get married, and then now suddenly you have to get used to the creaks and the groans and the movements. It's virtually impossible to get a night's sleep.
It's unnatural, and you hit.
It is, but the royalty always knew this, and the poor know it because they live in separate zip codes. They're usually running away from alimony. It's time the middle class caught. That's going to be the last word tonight of the Savage Nation. Separate bedrooms.